a critical examination of Drive, whose historical accuracy, the long-running British sci-fi series, Doctor Who, has captivated audiences for decades with its time-traveling premise and nostalgic charm. At its core, Doctor Who is an exercise in creative storytelling that often prioritizes spectacle over historical accuracy. However, this doesn't mean that the show doesn't make attempts to teach its viewers about significant events and periods in history. Let's take, for example, the infamous episode Blink from the revamped series. This two-part story, written by Stephen Moffat, takes creative liberties with the real-life events surrounding the 1920s and 30s, expertly weaving in the mythology of the Weeping Angels. While these Time Lords are a staple of the Doctor Who universe, Moffat fills historical voids by introducing human characters, giving them clever names like Kathy, Mary, and Sally, who bear a striking resemblance to real-life individuals. It's a clever bait and switch tactic, presenting viewers with recognizable historical contexts. Yet, within the context of the show, these events never actually happened as the program depicts them to. The Doctor's temporal meddling is then portrayed as a reflection of humanity's greatest triumphs and failures, while the show tactfully sidesteps any truly nuanced portrayal of the events themselves. This manipulation of historical narratives has been a recurring theme throughout the series. Even when an episode directly addresses a specific event or period, the emphasis is almost always on the fantastical and sensational rather than the historical witness. For instance, the reimagining of the Victorian era's most dramatic and transformative years, from the final years of the Crimean War to the birth of the spiritualists. These creative manipulations are undeniable, but a careful listener can discover instructive details hidden amidst each tale. At the show's best, these creations of the space-time continuum become devices with which to instruct our perspectives and spark imagination. Ultimately, the nature of Doctor Who is such that it depends heavily on a wide variety of divergent sources and historical analyses. We arrive at questions when we remember that a number of facts seem uncertain at their core. Some shows tackle real stories and stick to them, often by choosing historical periods where we can rely on having a close knowledge from documentary sources. Others choose to follow contemporary topics for their audiences. Doctor Who often navigates periods based on sensational, atmospheric, and philosophical factors. Storytelling in Doctor Who could easily be viewed as having the effect of either raising questions as well as adding information to a general discussion. By adjusting its emphasis and interpretation to illuminate the period, it instead creates an expanded opportunity for creative scrutiny. From there, recognizing that the events covered and their possible meanings could be of vital importance gives the show a unique space where a significant spectrum of critical perspectives can find sustenance in and engage its own knowledge forms along less readily disclosed stories being looked toward down beneath layered yet multifariously colored visuals. Post. Review us and share your thoughts.